Alright, y'all. Namaste, Witchlings, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, hi, and welcome. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch, spreading kindness and love, living a magical life through yoga. Unfortunately, no birthdays today. Sad Di. No donut. Alright, Munchkin's picture needs a new home. Grab that while I've got it. Much better. Alright. So, no birthdays today, so we will simply light our candle today to be a beacon of light and hope to those who have lost their way and are stumbling in the darkness. With the lighting of our candle, and with the lighting of our candle, our circle is closed, and we invite the ancestors to be with us today. There's that. Plop that down. Hey, Astrid, I saw you come in. All right, everybody. Welcome, 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 one and all, to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where we are reading the cards, taking care of ourselves, and having a hell of a lot of fun while we're at it. So, go grab your favorite crystal. I am playing with an amethyst palm stone today. Light your favorite incense or candle for your aromatherapy. Grab your cup of coffee or tea if that's your preferred brew and get ready to hear today's message from the universe. And then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily doses of divination. Woof. I spit it out. Yes, we are queer here. All right. All right. Ah, do. Yes, they are. I like garnets a lot too. No, my telekinesis is not that good anymore. It once was, but I think it was an accident. Yep. I have moved things. Yeah. It's kind of trippy when shit works like that. All right, now, we get to talk about the fun stuff. So, if you are local to the Seattle area, specifically the Snoqualmie Valley, I am facilitating a yoga class in the park on Friday evenings and guided meditations in the same park on Tuesdays and Saturdays, weather allowing, of course. I don't want to be doing yoga in the park in the pouring down rain, and I'm pretty sure none of you do either, so... or in the ungodly hot sun. So if you are interested in joining us, the information is available on my website under the book tab. I cannot wait to see you guys. Yay! Yeah, yogawithdilyn.com, and I think it is /book. Not positive off the top of my head. All right. So, today's holidays. Holiday. Celebrate. I swear I'm going to get that little clip. All right, so we have National Bad Poetry Day, Never Give Up Day, and Serendipity Day. Serendipity do? Wait. Anyway. Happy National Bad Poetry Day. Please do not let your muse be like William the Bloody and his horrible vampire poetry. Grab yourself a pen and write something gloriously cringeworthy bad. Let's make some magical messes, y'all. Cringe-worthily bad. There we go. So, let's go write some bad poetry today. We are not taking limericks. It is also Never Give Up Day, so remember that every setback is a set up for a comeback. You have the magic and the power within you to keep going, just like the stars. You can't shine without a little bit of darkness. Keep it going. Serendipity Day. Ooh. Blah. Yes, breathing is a good thing. I'm going to take a sip. My ADD is showing. Uh-oh. All right, so Serendipity Day. The universe absolutely loves to surprise us with those happy little accidents. Take a different path. Be open to the unexpected and trust that the universe has something magical in store for you. Embrace those beautiful unplanned moments. Serendipity is fun. All right. t-shirt is kind of itchy. There we go. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Yes, it is apparently also delivery driver day. Hey, 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 hey. All right. Yep. I have plenty of candles. Chime candles, I swear, are the best. That's the little ones I use for the candle of the day. They're also my spell candles. They are so nice. You can get like 20 or 30 of them for $10. It's great. And Amy says something about the good times, and my brain goes, come on, baby, let the good times roll. Oh, yeah. Yes, I will be doing a reading here in a moment. I hadn't thought about it that way, Joe. I just absolutely love my hearts. I do suggest spreading love. What's up? Oh, is it? Oh, it's done that again. Wow. Yeah, if somebody would like to have a reading from me, please check out, I believe it is a pinned comment with my link tree in it. Hop over to my website and book a reading. Yeah, or book directly from the link tree. Oh, you got the big ginormous candles. Those are awesome. I love the multi-wick candles. They're coming. She's coming. Yeah, I'll fill you in. I typically, when I'm doing a virtual reading, I will have the person focus their entire attention on their question as I'm shuffling. And then typically, I think I have had one that has not actually gone the way it was supposed to, but the cards were telling the person something else that was very important in their lives. When I have the person here with me and I'm doing a face-to-face, I do the shuffling and then I have them cut the cards. Darling dear, I have been baptized. I have done the church thing. I am not on speaking terms with the Christian God. Hello, Daniel. How are you this morning? Well, it's not morning. It's afternoon. It feels like morning because I was a genius last night. This is going to explain part of why I am flakier and ditzier than usual today. I rearranged stuff on my bedside table so that my lamp and my CPAP would quit attacking me. Yeah. In the process of doing that, I had unplugged the cord from my charger on my phone, forgot to plug that back into the wall wart, but the cable was still sitting in the place for me to plug my phone in when I went to bed. Plugged my phone in with my normal stuff running, and it kind of died. My phone died while we were sleeping, and we did not wake up until 2 hours past normal time. The dogs were going insane, and I feel so crazy. Oh. Oi. Yeah, he got good sleep because my alarm going off in the morning wakes him up and drives him insane, but hey. It shouldn't. All right. But I am insanely warm today. And in cleaning off the table, I found a bunch of change that is currently annoying the fluff out of me because it doesn't belong on my desk. There. I will be tackling my office again here soon. I don't know how my phone starts making noise around 8 o'clock because it's on Do Not Disturb until 10:30. It shouldn't. Unless I get text messages from certain people. All right. Oh my God, I am... Hey, Fortune. I don't know because the VA is what pays for my CPAP and that. So I get what they allow. Nice. Sounds about right for our family. All right, so let's start reading the cards here, y'all. All right. Navy. All right. So, starting the cards. We have the feelings are mutual. Usually a good sign. There are regrets. Not such a good sign. And finally, I am their light. Okay. So, today it appears we are talking about a rather complicated relationship. The feelings are mutual, shows a definitely deep connection, but there are regrets, brings a shadow of those past mistakes. However, I am their light reveals that one person is a beacon of hope and healing for the other. What do y'all think? These are my thoughts. This is my take on the cards today. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments or the chat. All right. Tarot. Moving on. Our first tarot card today is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This says we are having some frustration in a new venture, potentially a loss of money. Next, we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a threat of jealousy and betrayal, and you are having some trouble with an old enemy. Last but not least, we have the Magician reversed. And he is telling us that caution is needed now because in the real world here, the Magnus could show himself as being a confidence trickster. So you are overly confident when you should not be. All right, pulling everything together here, the cards are suggesting a lack of new opportunities via the Ace of Pentacles reversed, which is likely due to a recent conflict or just a sense of defeat, the Five of Swords. Your ability to manifest and create your own reality is currently blocked with the Magician reversed. So, focus on healing before trying to push forward. What do you guys think? This is my take. And we will now look at all 6 of the cards together. And this, as y'all can tell, are a rather complicated but emotional story. We started out with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, showing a blocked or missed opportunity, right? It was possibly financial. This setback is leading us to the conflict or defeat shown with the Five of Swords. The presence of the Magician reversed reveals that you are currently feeling powerless to change this situation. Now, in the midst of all of this struggle and stress and heartache, the oracles are offering a glimmer of hope and understanding. The feelings are mutual, suggest that while things are difficult and the emotions of those involved are shared, leading to a much deeper bond. This is tempered, however, by there are regrets, acknowledging the mistakes made that led to this current situation. Our final card, I Am Their Light, is a reminder that despite the darkness, you are a source of comfort and guidance for someone, and they are for you, offering a path to healing and moving forward. So, it sounds gnarly, and it sounds negative, and it sounds awful, but there is a light at the end of this tunnel, and it is you. What do y'all think? Gravity. All right. Uh-oh. Hey, John. All right. Well, the cards are at least talking to somebody. Give me 1 second. I am overheating, and so I put on a skirt, but unfortunately that means that my chair is painful on my legs. So, I sit on my... That didn't work right. Damn it all. Grr. It was supposed to be into thirds anyway. Right. There we go. Sorry. All right. Hey, Astrid, do we like pierogi? Pierogies aren't bad. All right. Ooh, Amy says the cards are talking about something that was keeping her up. Oh, hello, Karen. Let's see. Oh, my God. I almost said regrets when I read it. Oh, my good grief. Yep. Thank you for the compliment on my glasses. Oh, yes, I was Navy. I have the sparks from my rating on my arm, and I have my dad's rating badge over my heart. Subsonar. If Raider is asking in good faith, I will happily answer that question. All right, boo-doo-boo-boo. See you later, yeah, Daniel. Yeah. That is definitely an accomplishment. Zenetsu, that is a cool name. I had trying to figure out how to reconnect with him, a very, very dear friend in high school who was, I believe, South Korean. Yes. Korea has been through hell and back. All right. Shall we move on to Namaste, if I can find it today? Damn it. All right. How did I not put 2 and 2 together last night when I did this? All right. So our Namaste card today says to be and just to be. Be grateful for being. Just being. I have a cat hair on my nose. To be and just to be. Okay, brain, let's catch up. Namaste today says to be and just to be. Be grateful for being. Just being alive and well is sometimes overlooked. You are here and you matter. Give yourself this grace. You don't have to accomplish anything or become something. Just be who you are right now and thank yourself for that. Be who you are in the moment and celebrate. Gratefulness helps us maintain a positive state of mind. A positive state of mind helps to reduce stress. But every time I get this card, my brain goes, to be or not to be, that is the question. And I used to know the entire monologue. All right, moving on to self-compassion. Okay. Make yourself comfortable. Check in with your body. Ask if it needs anything to feel more comfortable. To stretch, walk, relax, breathe. Give yourself permission to enjoy whatever action you take. Yeah, I need to breathe. Ooh. I had to use my Nebby last night for the first time in about a month. Oh no, longer than that. All right, you guys. We're going to talk about my workshop coming up because I am super, super excited about this. So, again, if you are... Actually, no, you don't have to be local. All right, Sunday, the 24th of August. This coming Sunday, I am running a workshop of guided meditation and journaling, learning about how to do shadow work, why we need to do shadow work, and what to expect when doing the shadow work. This is not a one and done thing. However, this is an ongoing process. So if you want to check out my guided meditation shadow work workshop, head on over to yogawithdylin.com, the booking tab, and you can find it there. Scholarships are available, I promise. Please come do this with me. I have been on my own shadow work journey for a while, and it helps. Okay, Let's check in with the people. Yes, he does make me start over. There are times when... Don't disagree with Amy there. Thank you, John. I picked it up at Spirit Halloween. Yep, Amy is absolutely correct. My professional nouns are witch and yogini. Yes, Amy has her number 1 back. I love it. I did not realize that they had different languages. That's kind of cool. Yep. Celebrate. Yes. Yes, I will hum it. I will hum multiple things because it my brain works via music. You want me to remember something? Put it to music. Oh, Irish. We've had a rather ugly breakup in the house. And the first, 3 days after that, oh, they were screaming at the one in the house. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate that. That actually makes sense. I'm just trying to figure out why someone is throwing crabs in the chat. Oh, I know that feeling, Melissa. That is us. Yep. Melissa, get in touch with me. As I said, I have scholarships available. So just let me know. Hello, Sheena. Yeah, pink just kind of became the yoga with dye color. Yep, I know how that goes, John. I am very, very, very blessed to be where I am today. I am roundabout Seattle, Washington, here in the States. And despite... brain, come on. I am very, very, very lucky that even though my valley here is a little leaning towards the red occasionally, I have a nice liberal little area that I live in, and there, actually, it's been 2 weeks since Lammas. There is actually an organization called the Pacific Northwest Witches Market that, puts on their fairs for each of the Sabbats. And I have been lucky enough to be a reader at 2 of them in the last year. I love them. But yeah. I am terrified currently. I am going to touch on politics briefly, but I am currently rather terrified of the current administration and the fact that there are people in the government at the federal level who want to turn us into a Christian nationalist nation, at which point we will no longer have freedom of religion. Yep, I hear you, Melissa. I because of the fact I got a later start to the day than I normally do, I'm feeling not quite right. I'm feeling slightly rushed, and I know I don't have to. Exactly, Amy. Ugh. That's true. But yeah. I love the fact that so many of these people who want us to become Christian nationalists are the ones that Jesus would be flipping their tables in the temple. So, hey. Oh. That's true. Yeah, I hear that, John. According to the man behind the curtain, Starmer is better than Boris was. Yeah, the UK is a little weird. Hey, tomato soup. Yes, we are queer here. If you have problems with it, oops. Lettuce Liz. Yep. Yeah. Although the lettuce Liz, I think, is what caused John Oliver to marry the cabbage, though. Yeah, I think so, but oh yes. So, one of my favorite people on Substack and Facebook. Why is my brain glitching so bad? Is Father Nathan Monk. And yeah. If you don't know his backstory, he was a Russian Orthodox priest until Russia arrested. Thank you. Until Russia arrested the members of Pussy Riot, and he was told that he was supposed to demonize them, and he's like, but they're in jail. They were in jail for being pro LGBTQ, and he's like, we are preaching love, etc., etc. Why am I supposed to demonize them if that's what they were? They're just being pro love. And that was the beginning of the end for him, because around 2 weeks later, I think it was, if it took that long, is when he decided to rescind his priesthood and leave the church. And it got so bad when he did that. The bishop that ordained him was stripped of his bishophood. They closed the seminary that he went to, and he and his wife ended up packing the minivan with everything they could load into it in the middle of the night and escaping, because they were both getting death threats, and she was pregnant with their second or third child. Woof. They ended up divorcing at some point, but they have since remarried, and he spends most of his time now writing books. He's written a couple of really awesome books, despite being dyslexic, and basically taking down all the bullshit that the churches are putting out there. He's got clapbacks for all of the gotcha verses that so-called Christians throw at the queer community, and he's just, I adore him. And his best friend is Stormy Daniels. Yes, that's Stormy Daniels. They have gone out on comedy tour twice together. So, that was, yeah, that was just the cherry on the top. I don't disagree. I don't... There is a part of me that says 16 is okay-ish for voting, but if we are going to keep, here in the States, if we are going to keep the drinking age at 21, then that would be okay. But the one that gets me, and this is something that has been said... I know, but people have said to me, and this is something I very much agree with, we need to lower everything to 17. Drinking age, legal voting age, the age to buy cigarettes, all of it, including guns. Because you can enlist in our military at the age of 17 with parental permission. See you later, Irish. But either we need to make it so that you cannot enlist in the military until you are 21, or, yeah, exactly. Kat, there is at least was a bar in, Temecula, California, which is about an hour and a half north of San Diego, where, they had a military appreciation night. If you had military ID, you could get in. If you were under 21, you got the wristband. And the guy, I don't remember if he was the owner or the manager, but he told me that he thought it was stupid that these kids can go off to get blown up and watch their friends be blown up, but they can't take a drink at his bar. Make it make sense. Exactly. That is exactly what it is. Thank you, Scarletta. Hello. I did notice you. They came from Zenny. Yep, Amy's definitely part of my clan. Oh, ooh. Changing subject entirely here, but I had to move this around to put shit away on my desk. I have a child who is an amazingly talented artist. Yes, this is not their best. This is actually one of their first pictures. They have improved. Yeah, this was like drawn when they were in 6th or 8th grader. And I keep it here in my office because I absolutely love it. I wish I could find the Eevee picture, though. I may have to harass them and see if they still have it. Salutations! Yeah, responding to someone. All right. Let's move on to our goddess of the day, and then we can go back to chit-chatting. I'm being reminded that we haven't gotten through everything. Hee hee. All right. I was scritching. Because it itches. My nose itches. I think I have a hair in my nose. All right, so today's goddess is Genetaska, the Iroquois Mother of Nations, a goddess of tradition and unity. Weren't we just discussing unity? All right, so her symbol is the amalgam, representing the harmonious blending of different components. She is revered for creating human diversity and maintaining peace within it, making her a central figure in celebrations like the Crow Fair, where various Native American tribes gather. This festival, held in Crow Agency, Montana, since 1918, is a vibrant display of Native traditions, dances, and unity, reflecting Genetaska's spirit of bringing different peoples together in celebration. That sounds like one hell of a powwow. To honor Genetaska and invite her harmony into your life, you can engage in acts of peace and reconciliation, either with yourself or with someone from whom you have become estranged. Connecting with her diverse spirit can also be achieved by immersing yourself in Native American culture, such as listening to traditional music or visiting a museum with Native American exhibits. A practical way to invoke her is by preparing a stew with traditional foods such as squash and corn. As you stir the stew clockwise, you can chant diversity and harmony as I eat, abide in me, to ask for her blessing of magical perfection and unity. Wow. That felt like it was a little more difficult to say than it came out. All right, I'm going to take a drink again. I have half a cup of coffee left. Aha. Hey, Caleb. Mm-hmm. Yep. Popcorn. I love the smell of popcorn. I absolutely despise the taste and texture of it, though. It feels like I'm chewing on styrofoam. It's kind of where I'm going. I have cadence called and being called in my head. Oh, yeah, but you don't want to see me if I don't have my coffee. You really, if I am a rabid squirrel today and I'm drinking my coffee, can you imagine how fast I would be talking without it? Hey, Mrs. Unknown. Oh, chicken noodle soup. Ask the cat. I've already done it 4 times this morning. And only the people who've been here since the beginning will understand what I mean by that. By the way, speaking of shit. Oh, he left. I have a dog, but not the cat. Oh, hey. I have 2 dogs, but not the cat. Oh. How do I do? First of all, ground. Yes, John. First of all, just... All right, Mrs. Unknown. First of all, you want to just ground and center. Take all of that ick and yuck that is up here and just pour it down through your body, through your feet, and shove it into the deepest, darkest hole in the ground you can figure. Do some pranayama, do some breathing exercises. A good one when you're first doing the grounding is the 4 square, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. Water is my thing. For me to fully ground, I have to be near salt water. Regular, running water will work, but salt water is best. He's reminding me, I do, if I need water and I can't get to salt water, we are very blessed to have a river right across the street. Someone asked if I support LGBTQ. Why, yes, I am not just an ally, I am an accomplice. Oh yeah. Yep. I love it, John. I love it. Anaya, I am not just an accomplice, or not just an ally, I am an accomplice here. Yes, we support the rainbow. We actually, the man behind the curtain yoinked it from the Sons of Liberty. If you are in America and you are sick and tired of what is going on, please do follow the Sons of Liberty. Sarge is awesome. Yep. You're welcome, John. Feel free to message me anytime. Send me an email. I think my email is available on the link tree. Synchronicities. I agree. I don't believe in coincidence. It's either a synchronicity or, whatever today's holiday was, serendipity. Yep. I have 3 trans women in my staff, in my mods tonight. Now, let's figure out what today's moment of Zen is, and then we can get to the chit-chat. Okay, we have a slightly longer quote, and then we have a little bit of a story to tell. So, let's start with a quote from Virginia Woolf. Excuse me. Wow. All right. Virginia Woolf says, "How much better is silence? The coffee cup, the table. How much better to sit by myself like the solitary seabird that opens its wings on the stake. Let me sit here forever with bare things, this coffee cup, this knife, this fork, things in themselves, myself being myself." I need to read more Virginia Woolf. I genuinely do. And now we get to talk about or learn about the art of tea. Zen and the art of tea. Since the time of Bodhidharma, tea and Zen have been connected. Fittingly, it was one of Japan's first Zen masters, Isai, who brought tea seeds from China. And it was the Zen student Rikyu who refined the art of tea, Channoyu, in the 16th century. Like Zen, the art of tea aims at simplification. It consists simply of boiling water, preparing tea, and drinking it. Its spirit conjures up harmony, reverence, purity, tranquility, poverty, solitariness, and it has deeply influenced the arts of flower arranging, pottery, and architecture. The ceremony itself is practiced in a simple thatched hut, the, quote, abode of vacancy, unquote. The utensils are few and unpretentious, and there is nothing else in the room except perhaps an arrangement of flowers or a single painting. No more than 4 or 5 guests can be in the tea room, and they are welcomed by the singing of the kettle. Pieces of iron are arranged inside it to create sounds that suggest a far-off waterfall or wind blowing through the pines. An elaborate set of rules dictate how the thick green tea is whisked and served, how utensils should be passed and admired, all, paradoxically, to achieve tea's state of artless art. That's our Zen for today. Wow. I actually think I want to learn more about the Japanese tea ceremonies. In all honesty, the first time I learned about the tea ceremony was in the Karate Kid Part 2. So, all right. We're going to wrap up, do our closing spiel, and then we will get right back. Take about a half a minute break as we run the videos. All right. There we go. Scrolling. There we go. All right, my loves. We are going to extinguish our candle now, rather quickly before it decides to extinguish itself. All right, my darlings. It is time to open our circle. With the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is open, and we extend our gratitude to the ancestors who joined us today. Now go out there and spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. There's already way too much darkness and hate in this world. Can we please try to be beacons of light and hope? Also, go out there and make sure that your loved ones, human, scaly, furry, and feathered, know how much you love them. We do not know how long we have, and trust me, that 2 a.m. phone call sucks balls. All right. I am grateful for everyone who has stuck around, my witchlings. If you have watched to the end and enjoyed this video, please leave a comment. The algorithm has a thing for 7 words. Tell me your favorite crystal, your favorite scent, your coffee order, just for funsies. Or if you don't want to think about it, Panic at the Disco has you covered. Hey, look, I made it. Yay. 7 words. Yay. And then get out of the house, touch some grass, and have a wonderful day filled with magic and joy. And please, always remember, my witchlings, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you genuinely do have a purpose here, even if you don't know what it is yet. Took me till I was in my 40s to figure mine out. I will see you soon. I love you guys all to bits. Namaste, witchlings. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell, for a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes. Consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithdailin.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bet time, same bet channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've gathered over the last 3 decades. Thursdays, tune into Di the Yoga Witch podcast for a fusion of yoga and witchcraft designed to inspire and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and interconnection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.